Hello. Oh my gosh, it is October already. And we have 30 days of sketches by Chrissy's Beautiful Life round 13. And yeah, it's gone so fast so far this year, isn't it? This is sketch one. It is by Rachael Gilliland. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Rachel. Um, it's got these three hexagons. Okay, so sat in a caravan in Cornwall with no cutting machine. I couldn't figure out how to cut a hexagon, so I cut octagons instead. I have 6x6 papers cut from the 6x8 paper pad from Shamal main character event. I measured 2 inches in from each corner and then cut diagonally to meet those marks, and not cut in, marked in, and then cut diagonally. That wasn't really a true octagon because all 8 sides aren't equal. So when coming to cut my picture, so I printed it on an A4 piece. I made a 6x6 collage using Word, with I think it's 9 or 8 photos from the aquarium. Blue Reef Aquarium, by the way, was where we were in Newquay. Um, and then I've printed an octagon 6x6 from Word onto a piece of copy paper, cut that out, lay that over the photo, and then that's how I've got my true octagon shape for my photo. I've then stuck that on a scrap piece of white cardstock and cut around with a bit of a border to then give me my mat. So here I am creating the background from the sketch, with the hexagons. So I've used this sort of beehive kind of stencils that I've got, matching stencils with the innies and the outer bits. I've used the swatch that Chamel's made in one of her videos of coordinating distress inks. Thank you to the girls in Scrapbook, like a superhero Facebook group, who found this for me because I'd missed the live which had the swatch. So thanks, ladies. Um, and I'm just using two colours there. I think it's Stormy Sky and Villainous Potion. Brush corduroy, one or the other, I can't remember. You would have seen it in the video anyway. I had the ink pads there in the video. Just using those two and blending them to put the hexagons randomly on the background, and use some. I couldn't find my washi, so no, couldn't find my masking tape, so I've used some washi to stick and hold the stencil in place. I tried it without it first of all, and you saw that it was just going everywhere. So just putting a smaller bit over to the other side. I am trying to make it so it's not kind of square in the stencil, and there's some odd bits sticking out here and there. Um, didn't quite, not perfect, but I like it. I'm now just masking off one of the hexagons on this open stencil to fill in just some of those hexagons on the background. I'm doing that with picked raspberry. I do turn the stencil so that, because the stencil's not perfect on purpose, it's more of a distressy kind of pattern, so I do turn it so that imperfection isn't in the same place all the time. And I'm trying my best to do an odd number, just because that feels right. And doing that on both bits of the stencil in there, to the left and the right of where the photos and the pattern papers are. I kind of do stay a little bit more true to the sketch. And if I'm completely honest with you, when I first saw this sketch, I was like, no, I'm not going to be able to do this. This is not me at all. But I must say that, if you see something and you're not quite sure you can work with it, give it a go, because I absolutely love this finished layout. Excellent sketch, Rachel. Really challenged me when I first looked at it, and yeah, absolutely adore what I come up with on my take on it. So thank you, Rachel. Um, so yeah, so just using these brilliant glittery letters for the title. Yes, I'm writing blue and purple. I do think, oh, this would be perfect if it was blue. But you know what? It goes with the colours I've used for the inks and for the colours that are in some of the papers, and I love it. And this is just the best font ever. I want a set of alphas in this font in every single colour possible. Okay, so going to embellishing now. So I've got the 3D layered stickers. I was gonna use a few and then decide, you know what, I just want to use that camera and then just bring in some of the stickers in. But don't embellish this loads. There's not loads and loads of layers. Do absolutely love that word, because you know what, some fish are really funny looking, but they're still beautiful, as are people, like me. And so yeah, I just really love that word, where the world is full of beautiful things, because I I just love these fish. So yeah, just going through some of the embellishments, pull out the ephemera where I've actually got my Hey Little Magpie cut parts mixed in with the ephemera as well. So just pulling out label for my day, and then the pieces that are the 1-inch circles to go with the epoxy as well. Use the tickets, because at the end of the day, you don't get into the Blue Reef Aquarium without your tickets. This was Newquay, sorry, this was our first full day down in Cornwall, and we went to Newquay because we weren't far from Newquay, and went to the Blue Reef Aquarium that's right down on the front. Now, it's been years since I've been down there, and it's been years since I walked back up that hill, which I managed to do it, and I didn't struggle. So it's like showing the difference in what 6 months of me losing weight and getting active makes, or 12 months actually of me losing weight, 6 months of me getting active. So just using some of the epoxy here from the cut apart, so the 1-inch circles pattern, these word and pattern pieces with the naked epoxy on top. Do move a few things about to fit them in, and I think we're nearly done. There is a playlist for the 30 days of sketches. I'll have that linked below. Please check out all the other videos that have been created and the takes on these sketches. There's some brilliant layouts. I've already had a look at a few. Right, there we go. So October 1st, day 1, 30 day sketches, round 13, all done. I have stenciled the background with a couple of stencils I have from Bramble Fox, and some Distress Oxide inks I have from Hey Little Magpie. I have cut octagons, because that's what I could figure out to do sat in a caravan without a cutting machine. I've then printed a collage of photos and cut that into an octagon as well. I've used Hey Little Magpie printables with naked epoxy flare, which was designed to coordinate with main character event. I've used main character event with the papers and the embellishments, and the oxides I've chosen are the ones that Chamel has swatched. Chamel swatched to coordinate with the collection as well. And just a little bit of journaling about the fish. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.